Yep, still seeing 20 fingers. That can't be good.
That could be helpful.
Captain, are there two of you standing there? Oh, I thought you were someone else. I guess I'm still seeing double. And also hallucinating. I took a blow to the head during the mutiny. Been double hallucinating ever since. I was quartermaster on the Albatross until Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny. He and his traitors captured most of the crew while we explored the Cave of Broken Sails for a lost treasure. Captain should be up by the cave. She can tell you more.
Excuse me, I hate to bother you, but are you from this area? Could you help me find my husband? He went off again and I don't know what to do. My husband is a talented minstrel. Very talented. We live in Auradon, but he came to Grahtwood to play for new faces. He was only supposed to be gone for a few weeks, but after 2 months passed, I figured I'd better come look for him. No! And this isn't the first time. His songs, you see, they make the heart soar. He has many ardent admirers, and his will isn't so strong. The last town on his itinerary was South Point. I went there, but they wouldn't let me in. Saurian is very much aware of the depths of his talent. That can rub some people the wrong way. I do hope he hasn't landed in trouble he can neither sing nor play his way out of. He's already well known across Auradon, but with the rise of the Dominion, all of Valenwood opened up to him, places we couldn't travel before. He wanted his fame to spread all the way to the Imperial City. I just want to find him and go home. No. He intended to play every inn across Valenwood. I went to see if he made it to South Point, but I was turned away by soldiers. This is my first trip to Grahtwood, so I don't know much about the area, and I don't want to. Auradon is far more beautiful. Songs of love and romance. He says he can only sing about those things which resonate with his soul, but I've begun to suspect he's more concerned with amassing admirers than coin.
You aren't with the Dominion, are you? I'm captain of the independent sailing vessel Albatross. We found a map to an Imperial treasury that led us here, to the Cave of Broken Sails. But when we tried to claim it, our fortunes ebbed with the tides. We are tired of sailing independently. We planned to hand over the treasure to the Thalmor so they could make us privateers. But Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny, captured most of my crew, and kidnapped my wife. Once he has the treasure, he'll kill them all. Of course. You're the only hope I have of getting my wife back from Broughty Bloodshark. I'll tell you everything I know about the Imperial death traps inside that cave. I ran. Sword arm was useless, and there's no way I can rescue my crew if I'm dead. Didn't realize so few of us escaped. But you're nowhere near as banged up. If you help rescue my crew, my wife, well, not all the treasure has to go to Eldenroot. Undead guardians. The Imperials must really want to keep people away from the treasure if they resorted to necromancy. Oh, and watch the floors for traps. Fire, spike plates. One wrong step and you'll be mutton on a spit. Broughty Bloodshark thinks she can unravel the secrets of the treasure's guardians. He'll keep her alive until she's no longer useful. Or until he sees me. Said he'd kill her the moment I show my face. Bastard. All right. You can access the cave through the old mine behind me. Oh, and if you spot any of my crew, send them this way. We'll need more numbers to take out the mutineers.
Never yields.
Help! Is anyone there? Help! I surrender! Wait, you're not one of those mutineer bastards. Please, you have to help me! A sailor on the Albatross. There was a mutiny. Broughty Bloodshark captured us and forced us to set off the traps in this damned cave. We fell one by one. Some of us ran, but I haven't seen any other crew. Aside from Nutal, I mean. He's my trained monkey. Well, he's more than that. Full-fledged crew monkey of the Albatross. We have him untie hard-to-reach knots in the rigging. Wait, have you seen any of my crew? We can't be the only ones to escape the bloodbath in the cave. The captain's alive? Rachin's luck. That's good news. Listen, Broughty Bloodshark is dead set on getting into the Imperial Vault. If Captain Linwen sent you to find the crew, you'd better get there before that bloodthirsty bastard kills them all off. Here, take this bag of dried fruit. Toss some at the disarming mechanism, and Nutal will do the rest. That little guy is the only way I made it through. You two stay safe. I'll find the captain. We won't leave you to do this alone.
Protect us from harm. I can't believe it! Free!
Free at last!
I'm free!
You work fast. Bullock found us and told us what happened. All we had to do was follow the trail of corpses and disarmed traps. Bullock said you went after the treasure that had Broughty Bloodshark so worked up. Did you find it? Let me see those papers. Preservation room. Oh no. Broughty Bloodshark doesn't have enough mutineers to crew the Albatross. Bullock said he kept going on about needing a skeleton crew. I think he meant a crew literally made of skeletons. It must be why he needs my wife. The writing on the back of Faenir's map was coded, except for the phrase, preservation ritual. That must be it. Once she decodes the ritual, Broughty Bloodshark will turn my crew into his undead minions. The last we saw, Bosun Fearon guarded the long hall into the great cavern. If that crafty bastard sees me approach, he'll fall back and warn Broughty Bloodshark. Then my wife dies. If he hasn't already fallen to the undead, I want you to hold his attention while we slip by and free up some more of my crew. Oh, Bullock wanted to speak with you before you left. But if you just want to get moving, we'll see you inside the great cavern.
The captain's concerned about Faenir. She should be. But I spent a lot of time in the crow's nest, so I always try to know what's ahead of me. I last saw Heroni and Radier near the Great Cavern. They may know more about Broughty Bloodshark's plans. Neither are mutineers. She was Broughty Bloodshark's lover, but they had a falling out. They fought so much the captain had to put them on separate watches. She takes whatever side he doesn't, so she's no mutineer. But Heroni knows how he thinks. She might have insight that we don't. He's a Nord who came aboard the Albatross with Broughty Bloodshark, but made an oath of loyalty to the captain. He refused to join the mutiny when it happened. The two were Axe brothers, or something like that. So Radier may have a sense of what comes next.
Have we met? The two of you look familiar. No, I'm fine. I can focus. I'll help the captain stick a cutlass in Broughty Bloodshark's throat. Both of them, if I have to.
Excuse me, I do beg your pardon, but would you happen to be amongst the living? Everything is so hazy. Oh, I'm talking to another corpse, aren't I? Damn my ghostly eyes. Oh, thank the stars. I've been trapped in this dank catacomb for countless years. I'm bound here by a powerful necromantic ritual, and I'd rather that weren't the case. Oh, a simple ritual designed to keep this facility staffed with undead for hundreds of years. But Imperial mages decided to meddle, and it cost us our lives. I can end it, but I haven't been able to find their skulls. residual foci, of course. Well, it was my ritual. 3 Imperial mages hired me to turn condemned prisoners into an undead force. The Empire frowned on necromancy, you see, but when it came time to perform the ritual, they locked me in with the prisoners. Arya, Taldius, and their small-minded commander, Mucius. When their imperfect grasp of the ritual destroyed us, they locked our souls to the mortal realm. Because they thought the principles of necromantic binding were the same as conjuration circles. Instead, the magic flowed through their very minds, turning their skulls into imbued foci. I can end this cascading effect if I possess their skulls. Those small-minded fools were too concerned with politics. They thought if they could control the ritual itself, they'd have no need for me. The height of arrogance, to think they could begin to understand the complexity of my preservation ritual.
The undead don't eat, sleep, or breathe. They make perfect guardians for a place such as this. And I suppose a secret cache isn't very secret if you have to replace the troops every 6 months.
I do believe we're good at this.
It's you again, isn't it? Do you have the skulls? Blast! Am I talking to a corpse again? Wonderful. If you simply hand me the skulls, I'll be able to reverse the effects of that preservation ritual. Oh my, I keep forgetting. You're the one who seems ghostly to me, you see. You'll need to do this then. If you enter the preservation room, you'll find their spirits locked into an echo of their final moments. Reuniting skull with spirit should do it. Can't you see it? Oh, right. The walls. There's a lever around here that opens a secret passage. I don't remember where it is, or I'd help you find it. I haven't needed to worry about walls in quite some time.
There's too much power! I can't contain it!
His power keeps growing. It's nothing like we practiced.
Something's wrong. His body isn't like the others.
You've done it! You've freed me! Those fools thought they were necromancers. But in their ignorance, they killed and raised everyone inside this facility.
not just those condemned to die. If this place wasn't so well hidden, its effects could have spread to Grahtwood itself. I don't know. With the ritual ended, the undead in this facility should slowly fade with time. As for myself, well, I suppose I could approach the Mages Guild, see if my services could be of use. Well, I'm sure I'll figure something out.
You don't want to do this!
You'll not get past me!
New tales to tell, huh?
Nice work back there. Nuttall found an old vent that led to this chamber. More climbing than I'd have liked, but we made it through. My crew is making short work of the mutineers behind us, but there are still plenty more in the cavern. Agreed. But we need to draw him out. Otherwise, he'll order the mutineers to kill my crew. And if he sees my face, Faenir is as good as dead. We have to be smart about this. With fire. There's a barrel of kindle pitch on the docks. If you burn the Imperial war supplies on the docks, everyone will be too focused on putting it out to worry about Browdy Bloodshark. When he shows his face, you can stick a blade through it. Here, take this whistle. Give it a sharp blast, and my crew will help you fight any mutineers in your path. Once they're distracted, we'll keep the mutineers off your back while you hunt Browdy Bloodshark. Good luck.
Move! Now! Move to flank! I'm right here. Stay focused.
Fools! What are you doing out there?
I'll give you the Blood Eagle before I'm done. That's all you can manage. I'll kill you myself.
We have to get out of here. You don't understand. He's insane. He'll keep trying to control the undead until he succeeds. Then it's over. There's no way the mutineers will fight without him. Toward the end, he frightened even his most loyal sailors. Have you seen Captain Linwin? Is she all right? Thank the gods. If only I'd burned the cursed map to this place. But perhaps there's something to salvage here. The Dominion will welcome a cave full of Imperial war supplies. That should be enough for a full pardon and a letter of marque. You must know of our raids across the Long Coast. Well, that's behind us now. The treasure will wipe our debts clean so we can put our talents to use in the Queen's own navy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find my wife.
The traitors lost their fight once you killed Broughty Bloodshark. I'd rather hang the lot of them, but Fania said some were coerced into it. Even so, they'll need some kind of punishment. What we first planned to do, once we inventory the weapons and supplies in this cave, we'll present the list to the Thalmor. If they like what they see, they'll give us our amnesty and make us part of the Queen's own navy. We were, but those days are over. I should have seen they never would be for Broughty Bloodshark. The damnable thing is, he was an excellent first mate. Up until the promise of treasure warped his mind, I suppose. Those who planned it will hang. The rest who were forced into it, they can leave, unless my crew objects. I need to spend some time with Fania. Before you go, find Bulag. He put something together for you. Our way of saying thanks. It may not be much, but Bulag scraped together a reward. We can't exactly pay you in catapults, not if we want the Dominion to take us in. What you did for us, we won't forget it. Because it's the unluckiest thing I could think of. The sight of those birds terrifies sailors from one end of Tamriel to the other. You'd think they were Daedric princes with wings. I don't want my ship filled with superstitious fools moaning about the Draugr below the waves, or cursed gold and treasure chests. I want a straight-backed crew ready to knock the Draugr overboard and dispel ancient curses, so we can spend the gold.
They must have something worth taking.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
Can't say where the Albatross will head next, but you're always welcome aboard. None of us will forget what you did here. And Nutal won't forget either. Saving our lives is a little more than just help. Next time you see us, we'll be privateers. Nutal and I are going to miss you. We scrounged a bit and came up with something. I hope it serves you well.
You're always striving to learn something new. One of my favorite things about riding with you. Back in the saddle. Oh, nice. What did you find? When I was a kid, on cold nights, I used to curl up by the fire in the Castle Navir main hall. I'd sit there with a book and fall asleep over the pages. Simpler times, eh?
Shining steel!
Trust me, Thaindil. Magical transport is the only way this many Redguard could have appeared here so suddenly. We need to cut them off before an entire army is on our doorstep.
Oh, you can see me. It takes a keen mind to see someone in my position. Welcome. You'll find no rattling chains or slamming doors here. I promise. Just a lost soul, committed to a game that never ends. I am Philia. Or I was. It hardly matters. In life, I was a master of games. Games of all sorts. Cards, dice, parlor games. I loved them all. Alas, I ran afoul of a drunk who'd grown sick of me winning all the time. So he put a knife in me. In part, truthfully, I think other forces keep me here. Before I died, I helped the Roysters Club craft their game. I played countless matches, but always won. To truly know a game, you must lose. Perhaps if I am defeated, my spirit will move on.
What are you doing in my clothes? Find anything interesting rooting around in my clothing? You'd best leave. He could be the Green Lady's personal bard and I still wouldn't know him. The truth is, I keep myself to myself. I have certain tastes my people frown upon. None of your business. And before you get any ideas, you should know this garden is for aesthetic purposes only. Now please leave. Now join the audience.
nice. What did you find?
I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever see you again. Any news? What? Is it my Saurian? Is he all right? It was inevitable. The only person he really loved was himself. It was only a matter of time before one of his true loves objected. I will miss him dearly. I did love him in spite of everything, but I could not change him. Thank you.
I prefer the woods of Oridon.
For Stendar!
That could be helpful.
Tread carefully. An army is massing under our feet. I don't know how this happened. Somehow the Covenant has managed to fill this ruin with troops, and more seem to be arriving as if out of thin air. It must be magic. No other explanation. This is the only entrance or exit to the ruin. The Red Guards must be using a portal to enter the ruin. They probably thought they could avoid detection until they had a force big enough to attack. If there's a portal, and I'll eat my armor if there isn't, we need to seal it before reinforcements arrive. A lone scout will have an easier time than a full force. We don't have the numbers to face them head-on anyway. I appreciate it. Take this wand and use it to disrupt the portal. Be careful, though. Don't try to fight everybody. It'll be a waste if you die before closing that portal. Any luck? Did you find the source of the invaders? Excellent. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would return at all. This is a favorable turn. Now we can secure this area and ensure it is not a weak link in our defense of the region. You have my gratitude.
Stendarr, keep us safe. Your children walk a dangerous path.
assistance. I've learned so much riding with you, my friend.
Not a moment too soon.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that. What do you suppose they do for fun around here?
If you're not here on Dominion business, I'll need you to move along. My time is precious. A gruesome trophy, to be sure. But we've thought him dead twice before, only to learn how painfully wrong we were. There are many grieving families who will rejoice to hear of Zgolag's death. Here's your reward. It's well earned.
What do you think we'll find around the next corner? Might be something useful in that sack over there. Good quality there.
Is that? Yes, I can tell by the runes. The slight alterations in the design and structure is unique to the Valenwood Aelids. I would be greatly interested in reassembling and studying this tablet if you're willing to part with it. How exciting! We still have much to learn about the Aelids that settled here. I am most glad you sought me out with this. Thank you. A find like this is incredibly rare. It could greatly advance our understanding of the Valenwood Aelids and their unique dialect. I must begin translating immediately. Everyone knows the Aelids left many secrets behind, and the more we understand about them, the more we learn about what remains. Their language is part of this, and as the Aelids migrated and split, variations of their language emerged. Correct.
We already know there were cultural differences between the Aelids of Cyrodiil and those that settled in Valenwood. Their language varies too, and is less understood than the more common Cyrodiilic. Any writing we find here is significant.
I bet I can bang the dents from my armor while we're in town.
Well met, traveler. Archambear is the name, though most just call me Bert. You're welcome to warm yourself by my fire. Even in the south, I can't seem to keep these old bones warm. Share my fire if you like, as long as you bring no trouble with you. This war is for younger men than I. Studying the ruins. The Aeliad Well, specifically. It's said the light from Aeliad wells has rejuvenating properties. I'd hoped to discover whether the light could be stored in a container, such as this. Nothing as yet. I found the ruin crawling with worm cultists. I'm just an old man, more at home in books than battle, so there was no way I could reach the Aeliad well on my own. Still, I hoped they'd have cleared out by now. I couldn't ask you to risk your life. But you look like you can handle yourself, and truthfully, I wouldn't mind if the worm cultists found themselves in a little trouble. Take this crystal, and use it to gather the light from the Aeliad well. How should I know? Do I look like a man who contemplates evil deeds in darkness? I'm too old for a world grown so strange. It'll be hard to miss. It's not outside the ruin, so it's likely in a grand chamber and heavily guarded. Be wary.
Oh, you return. And I can sense the alien energy you carry, so I don't even need to ask whether you were successful. I hope you caused plenty of trouble for the worm cultists. Oh, thrilling. I can just imagine the heroics. I'm sorry. Most of the pleasures of old age are vicarious. At least I still have my research, which you've helped immensely, I must add, thank you.